So I want to start this video by saying that I think passive income is misunderstood by a lot of people. Some people think that passive income means that there's this business where you do nothing and it will just print money for you every month. Every type of business that makes money will require some kind of input. There's no such thing as truly passive income with zero efforts. So I like to define passive income businesses as those that allows you to put in most of the effort in the beginning, and it will continue to generate income for you with little or no maintenance. And with powerful automation tools that are available today, it's never been easier to start a passive income business. So today I'll be showing you 5 passive income businesses that are easy to start and automate, requires zero capital, and has no ceiling on the amount of money you can earn. So let's say if you operate a cafe with 10 tables. There's a maximum amount of customers that you can serve in one day. It's capped at a certain number. But these ideas I'm about to show you have no cap in the amount of money you can earn. You can make $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month without even having to hire a single employee. In fact, there's a guy who's making $52,000 a month doing one of these businesses just by himself. And he's only been in business for less than a year. And no, it's not affiliate marketing. And as usual, I'll be backing up all my ideas with real people who have successfully done the business themselves. This way you can see the path they took to achieve their success. So make sure you don't skip around because I believe there's something for everyone here. But if you want to save some time, you can always watch the video at double speed. So the first idea is selling digital templates, more specifically Notion templates. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to tell you why later. I'm including this again. So if you've been following me for a while now, you know that I'm an advocate for digital products, and for 2 reasons. Number 1, you have very low startup costs. So digital products are very inexpensive to create. You either create it yourself or you can hire someone to create them for you. And you're also not manufacturing anything physical, so the product creation process is typically very quick. Number 2, digital products have very high profit margins, typically around 80-90%. In fact, I'm currently selling a digital product on Etsy with 93% margin. But if you're selling physical products, which I used to do before, margins are way smaller, like 20-25%, because you have to account for your cost of goods and transportation. And whenever you make a sale, you got to remember that you have to take that 25% profit margin. And it goes back to buying more inventory to keep the business running. So cash flow isn't great, especially if you're not investing a ton of money into it. But why Notion templates specifically? Well, first of all, if you're not familiar, Notion is a note-taking app that can be customized to be used for planning or tracking different areas in your life. For example, you can customize Notion for budget planning, fitness tracking, travel planning, reading planning. The options are endless. Second, everybody's using Notion now. So if you see here, Notion's user base grew from 1 million to 30 million users in just 3 years. And that's a huge growth curve, and it's still growing. But how do you know that people are actually buying these templates? Well, I like to always validate demand by using Etsy. Now, if you go to Etsy and search for Notion templates, you'll see some results here. I'll just use the Everbee tool to scrape all the listings here and see how much these sellers are making selling these products. So this listing is making about $7,000 a month, 6K, 4,000 here, 4,000, another 4,000. Now, these are revenue numbers, but like I said, the profit are around 90% and above, even after you take out Etsy fees. Now, the demand for these products are so strong that this guy Islo made $75,000 just in a single month back in January last year. And he doesn't even sell his templates on Etsy. He sells his templates on his own website, and he drives his own traffic from posting free content on X. So there's a lot of potential here. Now, if you want to get started and you're already using Notion, you have an unfair advantage. But if you're not, you have to learn the basics. So if you're interested in this, I actually did a deep dive on Notion templates on another video. In fact, I also gave away 2 free Notion templates just to help you get started. So I'm going to link that video in the description below, and I do recommend that you don't start this business before you watch the video because you'll be saving a lot of time. Now, I'm going to give this idea a 3.5 out of 5 for difficulty because you do need to learn the basics of the software, even though it's not that difficult. But I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 for passiveness because once you have the templates ready and posted online, you just need to kick back and see the profits coming in. Now, idea number 2 is educational printables. So these are printables that teachers can download to supplement their lessons in school. Now, before you underestimate how powerful this idea can get, you have to know that Michelle Schroeder-Gardner made $400,000 a year selling these educational printables for teachers. Now, you're probably going to ask, why do teachers buy printables? Well, teachers are always looking for something to create fun educational activities in the classroom to supplement boring textbooks. But they're always busy even after school hours, and it's really a challenge for them to create these printables by themselves. That's why these pre-made, ready-to-use printables are such in high demand. So I have a friend Alice here who is an elementary school teacher, and she told me that she buys these on a regular basis for her students, and this saves her a lot of time. Now, the best part of this idea, once you set it up, the income is pretty passive because once you upload the resource, the internet does the rest of the work. One single lesson can sell over and over again. There are no boxes to ship, no inventory to track. It's an incredible high margin business. And since teachers buy these printables on a regular basis, Michelle actually added a subscription model to her website. And she made these printables available online for a monthly subscription. Now, if you think about it, this is actually a win-win for both the teachers and Michelle because it makes the printables more affordable on a per document basis. And Michelle just created a predictable, recurring revenue source of income for her business. Now, pro tip, if you're selling digital products like these, you can use a platform like Sellfy. A lot of people use Gumroad, but the problem with Gumroad now is that they charge 10% of your sales. So if you compare that with something like Sellfy, they don't charge any transaction fees. You just pay a fixed monthly fee. So for example, if you're on Gumroad and you just sold $200,000 in digital products, you'll be paying them $20,000 just in fees alone. But on Sellfy is $1,400. So that's a significant difference, and you should look out for these things when you're choosing a platform. Now, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5 for difficulty because today we have Midjourney to create the graphics and ChatGPT to write the activities. Now, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 for passiveness because there's an additional benefit here. So like I mentioned, teachers need these printables on a regular basis. So imagine if you can lock in a subscription with schools. They're going to continue to pay for your products as long as these schools are in business. Now, if you're selling digital products on your website, you probably need to send promotional emails to promote your products. But sometimes designing that email or just writing the copy can take days or weeks. To save you some time, you can use HubSpot's free AI campaign assistant. So this AI tool can generate marketing emails, landing pages, Facebook ads, Google ads in just a few clicks. So you're not spending a ton of time doing this yourself. So for example, let's say you want to send a marketing email to your audience with a 25% discount on your Notion budgeting templates. You can simply click on this link. Now you want to tell the AI what the email is about. So I'm just going to write 25% discount on all our Notion budgeting templates. And this promotion ends on March 30th, 2024. And you can write your key messages here like save time budgeting, set clear financial goals, know where you're spending your money. And you want to add a call to action, claim your discount. And for writing style, I'm going to pick witty, creative, and humorous. And obviously you can play around with these options. Then you just click generate. There you go. The AI just expanded on my main points with all these paragraphs, and they look good actually. So if you want it to generate again, you can click on generate more. But if you're happy with the script, you can click on this button here and it will place everything on an email layout just like this. And all you need to do now is upload your product images here and you're pretty much done. So this AI campaign assistant is 100% free to use. So you can click on the link below and try it out for yourself. And thanks HubSpot for sponsoring this video. Idea number 3 is online education. So the online education market size was worth around $217 billion in 2022 and is estimated to hit $475 billion by 2030. That's almost double in a short period of time, and that's about 5 years away. So if you have a certain skill, there's a good chance that you can teach people the same skill through an online course. So for example, let's say you're skilled in videography. You know how to use a camera. You have a certain style or look that people like. There are always beginners that are just starting out and wanting to learn. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I had no idea on how to use a camera. So I just used my iPhone 13 for my first few videos. But I always wanted to get my own camera. There's so many cameras out there. I was confused on which one to get. I didn't know what settings to use. What is aperture? How do I set my shutter speed? So I paid for an online course that teaches videography specifically for YouTube. It took me from knowing zero about shooting videos to being able to create decent videos like this with good lighting, good video quality, and great audio. And on top of that, I was able to speak one-on-one with the expert to get recommendations for my own situation. And instead of having to figure out all these things, spend so much time watching endless videos looking for the right information, I figured everything out in just 2 hours. The most valuable online courses are those that deliver results and transformation for their students. And for me personally, my online course helps smaller creators hit their first $10,000 months on YouTube. I've done the thing myself, and now I'm sharing my knowledge for those who want to achieve that specific goal. Now, you're probably going to ask, how do I get started if I don't have an audience? Well, you can use a platform like Udemy or Skillshare, where you literally just need to create your course and upload it to a platform. They already have the students, the traffic. You just need to create your course. But once you get some traction, you can learn to drive your own traffic. So I would give this a 3 for difficulty because you do have to make an effort to create the course and it might take you some time to do it. But I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 for passiveness because once you have everything set up, it's quite passive, except probably for the coaching program where you do need to speak to your students. Now, the fourth idea is paid communities. So if you have an idea or a passion, you can make a substantial amount of money with paid communities. And you can create your community on a platform like School. So one of the top creators here, Max Person, makes about $52,000 a month with his community on School. So you can see here from his School page, he's got 638 members paying him $107 per month, which actually equals to $68,000 a month. But we have to consider that some of the older members probably paid a lower rate in the beginning. So that's why you're seeing a bit lower number of $52,000 a month here, but still a huge amount. And he's not even making the most money here. You can see that this guy Hamza is making $88,000 a month on the platform, and that's $1 million a year. So that's the opportunity with paid community. Now, one major advantage of a community over an online course is instead of watching a pre-recorded course, with a community, members get the social benefit of connecting with like-minded people who are also trying to achieve the same goal. People can share their wins, their struggles, they solve each other's problems, and that's really valuable for people. And one reason why this platform School is so popular is because there's gamification built into the platform, which means that members are rewarded for participating. And the more active you are, the higher up you'll move in the leaderboard, which allows you to unlock certain perks like premium courses or other prizes. Now, the best thing about paid communities is that you don't need to have some kind of crazy skill to be successful with this. If you have a passion, like if you love dogs or watercolor painting, for example, you can create communities around that topic. And inside that community, you can offer courses on how to achieve something else, like how to train your dogs, how to do watercolor portraits. Now, you don't want to host your community in Facebook groups because there's just a lot of limitations. Facebook is not built for learning, but School is specifically built for paid online communities. Now, a lot of creators, they start with a free community and they can funnel these members to a paid one where they give more valuable content, more premium courses, and more trainings. So I would give this a 2 out of 5 for difficulty level because it's pretty easy to start a free community on School. But of course, you have to build that online course and offer that as an incentive for your members to subscribe. But I'll give this a 4 out of 5 for passiveness because you do need to spend some time to host and maintain the community. Now, the fifth idea is being a creator, specifically on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, creating content takes a lot of work. It's probably the least passive type of business to start, especially in the beginning. So if you speak to any creator, they will say the same thing. You have to write the script to the videos, make sure your storytelling is on point, shoot the video, edit the video, study the analytics. It's a lot of work, but you have to understand that when you upload videos on YouTube, you're actually building an asset that will continue to generate income for you indefinitely, even if you stop creating videos one day. And this is because videos that you upload on YouTube lives on the platform forever. In fact, I'm still getting views from the videos that I posted when I first started this channel, and I'm still getting paid for those views without doing anything else to it. And that's not even the best part, because if you think about it, if you're able to build and grow a successful YouTube channel, it can be a powerful leverage for you to start all these 4 ideas that I just mentioned. You are a couple of steps ahead of people who have no audience. And that's because if you have an audience, you can easily sell digital products, online courses, paid communities, memberships, and a lot more. But I always teach this to my students. If you want to do this successfully, your content has to have 2 things. So instead of creating entertaining content, your content needs to be educational. And by educational means your video has to solve a specific problem. Think of how-to videos, how to train your dogs, how to save on taxes, how to get the best deals on flights. But not just any problem, it has to be perpetual. And what I mean by this is that the problem that your audience is facing has to be ongoing. So if you make videos on how to clean a sofa, it's a one-off thing. You clean the sofa, that's it, you're done. But if you're in the fitness niche and you teach people how to build muscle, it's not a one-off thing. People are gonna need guidance day in and day out. They wanna know tips about diet, fitness routines, tracking their body progress, and a lot more. It's a perpetual problem that you're solving for your audience. And another perfect example that has two of these elements is the travel hacking niche. So in this niche, people want to know how to get the best deals on flights and hotels, or even fly for free, how to use credit cards to travel for free. Now, traveling is something that people do very often and deals constantly change. And it's actually a perfect niche to build a community around. So people can share tips when airlines drop the best deals or when credit cards release that huge sign-up bonuses. But to do this successfully, you gotta focus on how you can help others. Give away as much value as possible and everything will fall into place. So that's all the 5 ideas I have today for you that I personally believe in. Let me know in the comments which idea resonates with you, or if you want me to do a deep dive on any of these ideas. But if you want even more ideas, you can click on these videos here, and I think you're gonna like them as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.